Right, right. Um, so walk me through, um, like um, your current day to day. I mean, you have multiple projects,
Hmm.
uh, you know, high volume of staff, high volume of members. At the same time, you're launching projects, right? New projects in the tech space, and I mean, there's just various things that you're doing. How does someone like you manage all these projects? What does that look like?
Time blocking is incredibly important. Knowing what days you're doing what, having a set schedule to work on things is crucial because if you're waking up every day trying to figure it out, you're never going to be able to focus on what you need to get done. And if there's times where I'm falling behind on something, I'll let the team know I'm not coming in today. I'm going to be working from home. I'm going to be doing this or that, so I can catch up to those things. But typically in the morning, uh, because our industry is a bit skewed to the afternoons and evenings, that's sort of where the operations run. I get to wake up a little bit later, but I'm also going to bed much later. So it's definitely not the Mark Wahlberg waking up at 4 a.m., going to bed at 8. It's more like I'm waking up at 8 or 9 a.m. and I'm going to bed at like midnight or 1 a.m. So I have a much later schedule than what most people probably have. But I like to wake up. I like to do my workouts first thing in the morning, whether it's lifting weights or going to jiu-jitsu class. At that point, it's, shower, eat, and then I'm either scheduled to have my manager meetings. We do our manager meetings once a week. Every manager in the business gets an hour. So from 11 a.m. to about 4 p.m., where it's just one meeting after the other to catch up on everything for the week. So Monday, I'm working from home. Tuesday through Friday, it's going to be whatever my time block is that I've scheduled out for Monday. So Monday will dictate my week. And then Saturday, I'm in my martial arts school. I really only teach a couple classes a week in the martial arts school. I teach a black belt class, and I teach a teens leadership class we call the Rising Stars, which has
Hmm.
become my favorite class to teach because I get to teach real life skills, high end martial arts. So these guys are going to be my future instructors. So they're learning how to do the stuff they're not learning in the other classes, but they're also learning how to speak in public. They're learning how to write a resume, how to conduct an interview, how to, this past weekend, they went outside, we did auto maintenance. How many 15, 16-year-olds know how to change a tire, know how to check tire pressure, where the oil goes? We were out there and they were checking, looking inside the door sill to see what the tire gauge is, what the PSI should be. And their parents didn't know these things. They're like, uh, it's a program that really prepares kids not just to work for me, but for life. Like they can go out and they have got skills that they're able to go be successful anywhere with.
Man, that's super cool. How did that program? So what did you call it? A teen leadership program?
Yeah, it started as a leadership program. We call it the Rising Stars.
Rising
We
Stars.
we named it after what we want them to be. We want them to be role models. We want them to be the future successful people.
Man, that's super cool. Now was that a product of some of the mastermind groups that you've been in, or?
A bit, a bit. It started, the leadership. It morphed. It had its variants. We finally had a program that is not just wanted, but people are looking to get into. They want younger kids are looking up and going, I want to do that. And the parents are seeing the value in it who aren't yet in it and are asking to get their kids in. So now there's becoming a wait list because they understand school's not teaching them a lot of these things. They're not teaching them how to organize their life, how to set up, understanding money and finance, the differences between checking, savings, how to use credit cards. They might be talked about once in their entire 12 years of grade school, but we're going to focus on it. We're going to actually teach them those things, and then we let them know there's not just the lecture of it, but we're going to put these things into practice, and we're going to give them assignments. If they show promise, we bring them in to Well, the next step is sort of our assistant instructor program. And then if they do really well, then they become an instructor. So it's twofold. We let the kids know, hey, if you do really, really well here, you could also make some money, because as an assistant instructor, we'll pay you to do events. We'll pay you to help run the facility.
Man,